Hey everybody on YouTube, I have not forgotten about you. I'm so sorry, it's been a long time since I've updated on anything, and I have a good excuse. I am currently recording an album, and it's a big project. It's like 16 tracks. I'm doing it all from home. This is the first time I've really attempted to record a full length full sound, properly sounding project from home. I went to the studio on my last album and spent a lot of money there, and I mean, it didn't end up being really what I wanted it to be in the end, and that was pre-T, so it's sort of pointless at this point. I mean, I'm pretty much giving those away. But I've sunk every penny I had into equipment for this, and I haven't even bought like the best equipment. I just kind of got what I could. I'm seriously looking for investors. I'm literally living off of any food I can kind of find in my house, and I'm kind of just giving this project everything I have. Staying up late and exhausting myself, and just there's so many problems that kind of come up when you're doing an album, and it's very, very tiring, but it's my life. And since I'm disabled and I'm sick with lupus, there's only so much I can really do with myself, and this is something that I have like always done. I've never not been a musician. I don't remember a time in my life when music wasn't everything. So I don't want to waste my time, and you never know how long life can be, just to say it bluntly. So this project is stupidly important to me, and I'm gonna take it pretty personally if I don't, if it doesn't go anywhere, because I really evolved as a person in the last couple of years, and as a musician. So the stuff that I'm gonna be putting out there, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, if I can figure out how to properly get a good mix on my vocals, you guys will be able to hear it. And if you want to look up my previous album, just Google my name, Parker Hatcher, and my Bandcamp will show up, and so will some other stuff. So it's all available for purchase. The old album from 4 years ago. Um, I am like, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm terrified that I'm gonna put all this work and all this, effort into it, and nobody's gonna listen, or nobody's gonna help me finance it. I'd like to take it on tour and play as much as I can. I'm really afraid that that because the music industry is so completely fucked. Anybody who's making any money is people who write dance music and go on tour and have these elaborate, crazy things, and the label runs them, and I don't want to be run by a label. I mean, if I was ever part of a music label, it would be an independent label, and I would have to really spend some time thinking about it. So I'd like to start my own label and release my albums under my own label. That would be good. I mean, I've recently joined SOCAN, which is it's a group for musicians to get paid royalties, since I have like an album out there, and every now and then I do some shows. But that's that's my life. So hopefully, pretty soon I will have some new songs for you to hear, and when I do start crowdfunding, I will be offering pre-sale, so you can buy my album before it's even finished, and I will offer many other incentives. Many. There's even going to be an option to just straight up buy me out. Not literally buy me out, but either lend or give me the money to finance my album and my tour, that I will independently. I mean, at this point in the industry, you sort of have to do things on your own, and you have to ask for help, because I mean, you go and try to write and record and release an album. It's not easy and it's not cheap. I want to print it on vinyl, and that's stupidly expensive, but I really, really want to show people what I'm made of. And this is not to just prove to everybody else around me that I am capable, more than capable, despite my disabilities. It's to prove to myself, and it's very important. So, anyways, that's where I've been. Let's talk about changes. I'm about 2.5 years now on T. I have been getting, the changes they just keep coming. I've noticed decreased hairline. I think it's stopped kind of decrease. I think it's basically where it needs to be right now, and I'm just gonna hope that that's where it stays. Big increase in facial hair. The whole thing is very hairy. I'm growing quite a bit of a nice beard now finally, and once last time I shaved it, it came back pretty quickly. Even the stash is coming in good. I can kind of like curl the ends of it if I wanted to, but they don't stay very well. So increased body hair, increased muscle mass. I've gained some weight, but muscle for the most part. Voice drop even recently, even 2.5 years. I've also noticed there's certain people that even after 5 years on T, they still see changes, and you're gonna see changes. Ridiculous growth as far as my nether regions are concerned. I don't want to be cocky. That's funny that I use that word. That's really funny. I guess that's why it's called that, or maybe it has something to do with roosters. But yeah, no, it's good. I mean, it's a good size. My ovaries and deuterus, I call them deuterus. I call it my deuterus. I get a lot of pain there, and that means that it's time for them to come out, because they're useless. They're causing me pain, and frankly, there's something in my life that I really enjoy doing that I can't do anymore because of this pain. So everybody who's been on T for over a year, go get your stuff looked at, get them taken out. Unless you want to have children, there's no point in having them. There's no point. I'm very stressed out. And I hate that. I hate being just stressed out. I'm sitting at. I don't even have a desk to do all this recording with. I'm literally sitting at my kitchen table. I've set up 2 speaker studio monitors, and the computer and my interface and my instruments are somewhere. And I just do things like that, and then when I have to do vocals, I'll go somewhere else and I'll turn off all the heat so there's no sound, because obviously I don't have a sound booth built into my house. I mean, come on, I could. This is my passion. This is my life. It's everything, and I've been getting really. I've been getting really sick lately, with the lupus. I've been having some really intense flare-ups that last anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks, and there've been a couple nights where my legs just stopped working and I couldn't walk, or I just couldn't think straight, and I get really sick, and I feel like I'm on fire, and I get this kind of red all over my hands, start to swell up, and my heart doesn't beat properly, and it's very scary. I usually kind of just try my best to fight it and work through it, and wait for it to get better, because it does usually. But last couple months, it's been scary. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not terrified. I'm completely terrified. I've had this disease for at least 5 years, and I haven't had proper treatment because I had a really bad doctor. I've switched doctors. I have a better one now, but my body just, I feel it kind of deteriorating, and I almost think like if I hadn't started my transition, 3 years ago, and if I hadn't started testosterone, I probably would have deteriorated much quicker, and I don't know if I'd be here right now. So I'm really happy that things happened the way that they did. Everything is a struggle. I'm worried about paying the bills. I'm very worried about paying the bills. I had to sell a guitar, a really, really important guitar, not too long ago, because I didn't have enough money. I'm on disability and I only get so much, and it's not enough. It's not even close to enough. I'm not even squeezing by. I'm just somehow surviving at this point. And I put so much effort into this house, and the person who bought this house with me left, that a couple years ago, and right now I have a goal. I have one thing that I really want to do and I need to do. And if all of the things that I have done wrong to people in the past have caught up to me in the last couple of years, and if my karma is starting to straighten out, maybe somebody out there will find it in their heart to help me with this project, help me finance it, and help me get on the road so people can hear me. The last show I played in Toronto, I mean, that's far. That's a full day away and driving from where I am here, and it took us like 2 weeks almost to get there. It was a great experience, but being there and playing music and having people tell me that they could relate to it, and that it was good, and that I am not completely useless in this life. It really helped me see that I can still do it, because aside from the show in Toronto, I hadn't played in 4 years. When I got sick, I stopped. I gave up, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be sad and depressed and feeling useless. Since I got sick, I learned how to play the bass. I mean, I've always known how to play piano and guitar, but there were other instruments that I could not play, and I had all that time on my hands, so I learned how to play the bass, and I'm doing all my own instruments. Nobody else is playing anything on my album. I'm doing all the drums, all the bass, the guitar, the keyboard, the piano, melodica, ukulele, whatever I end up incorporating into this album, I'm going to be doing it myself. And I think maybe I'm pushing myself because I need to know that I am of value to not just myself, but to other people. And since I've kind of evolved as a musician and a person, my music is much more genuine, and it sounds better, and it makes more sense, and it's more relatable, and I take more time on it. It's very important to me that people can relate to it. So once it's up online, whoever decided to click this video and stick through me throughout the entire thing and listen to me, please listen to it when I can finish it and put it up. You might find something in it that you won't find in some other stuff that's out there right now. I'm just a guy who struggled to find purpose for many years, and then found it in music, and I would give anything just to be able to finish this project. I'm doing everything like it's the last thing I'll ever do, because you never know. This has to be something that will be timeless. I want it to be timeless. And I know that there will be people who won't care and, will say really crappy things to me for asking for help, but I don't know a single independent musician who hasn't asked for help. A band that I'm very fond of that's from Canada, they're called Stars. If you know them, you're awesome. If not, look them up because they're pretty good. Scratch that, they're amazing. They just did a funding campaign a couple of years ago, and the amount of money that they were needing isn't anywhere near what I need, because my goal is, realistically, if I want this to work, I need like $25,000, and if I just want to squeeze by, I need 10, and that's going to be a stretch. That's going to be a huge stretch. I'm going to have to kind of pull out all the stops and do whatever I have to do to get that. But I'm going to need help. I'm not going to pretend I don't. I'm not going to go, become a pimp or something, or like a drug dealer to make this money. I want to do it right. And I know I can't make it off of my disability income because that goes to my mortgage. And that doesn't cover it quite. So that's my life. I'm gonna try to update more often. When the album is when at least a couple of the songs are up, I'm gonna be making more videos, and when I need people to help me, I'm gonna probably ask as many people as I can to share my information and to share my music and to help me get funded. So anyways, that was mostly about what I've been doing, and what I've been doing is making music. I can't imagine doing anything else, really. And the reason it's taking so long is because I've just been so sick. I'm very scared. But I'm not ready to go anywhere. And I know that I'm capable of playing music on the road and touring. I've done it before quite a while back. I can do it again. Even if I gotta take my time, and even if my sets are short, I'll do it. I'll make it happen. I have to. Like, this is it right now. This is everything. Okay, I'm at 19 minutes. If you are still watching, thank you. And please continue to look for updates from me about just general life things. I'm losing my voice. Or about music, because I will be posting a couple songs, rough drafts. Nothing has been sent away to get mastered because I can't afford that right now. So that's going to be the last step in that process. So talk to you guys later.